Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back into the Fake Spike Podcast. Tyler and Cole.
What's up, dude?
Dude?
What's up, dude?
And not a whole heck of a lot. How are you?
We can avoid doing this.
All right, man. So it's been a minute. How you doing?
Been very, very busy. How about yourself?
Yeah,
That's life.
pretty much. Right. Seeing as we are so late in the season now, we are going to go down to one podcast a week. For the one of you that is listening.
We get more people on our shorts than our TikToks, buddy.
Do we now?
Huh. We get fucking hundreds of thousands of views on our shorts. We get like 2 guys to watch the podcast every month. And then one guy that listens every week. We appreciate you, don't get me wrong. But yeah. It's a fun dude.
And then we got 200 watching our TikToks.
Yeah. Dude, what was it? I was looking at the numbers the other day because we don't fucking post on Instagram anymore that I'm aware of. I don't post on Instagram, do you?
I don't.
So there's that. We have 46 subscribers on YouTube. By the way, we're on the road to 50. We appreciate it. And 29 on TikTok. So right now, 46, 29, 4, 5, 55. We're at 75 followers altogether. We're almost at the big 100.
We getting there, buddy. We
Took a
getting
whole season to get rolling, but we're getting there.
consistency, my friend.
And you gotta get back on your YouTube channel, champ.
I'm trying, man. Like, I don't even know what to post over there.
Fair enough.
However, I was working on a TikTok before we got on this. What do you think of those 3 versus 3s I've been doing?
I don't think they're bad. I think they're interesting. They're new. I don't see a lot of people doing them. So unless you caught it from somebody else, I genuinely have no idea where you got it from, but it looks like a good fucking idea. So
I did those a couple months ago on my
personal.
personal, yeah, and people seem to like them. So I'm gonna try it again on our channel. All right.
Yeah.
So we got a few things to get into today. We got awards for the year, and then we have the NFC and AFC championship games.
Yes, sir. Big, big, big championship games.
You gonna catch any of the games on Sunday, buddy?
I'm gonna try to see the Eagles and the 49ers game because I got to watch some of the 49ers game last week. I'm rooting for the 49ers.
Aren't we all, man?
Eagles are a tough fucking matchup, brother.
For those of you that do not know, we live in Pennsylvania in Eagles territory. Neither of us are Eagles fans. So,
No.
we deal with a lot of them.
I'm a Saints fan. You're a Steelers fan, obviously, but I like CMC a lot, so that's kind of where that goes for me.
I like CMC. CMC's cool. What do you think of Brock Purdy, man?
Showing the fuck up. That's what I think.
Dude, Mr. Irrelevant is going off.
What the fuck? Where did that come from? When you told me about it, I was kind of nervous about their chances. Honest to God, you told me back Garoppolo. I can't remember how many weeks ago that was, but it was a couple weeks ago at this point.
6.
I was like, oh well, maybe they'll stop dropping off. They haven't started dropping off. There's been games where CMC just didn't play well, or some of their other options didn't play as well as they could have been, and they still pulled it off. So you're talking about like this dude's making shit happen. I don't know much about his college career or his high school career, but
he was Mr. Irrelevant, which was the last pick in the draft this year.
right.
He's 23 years old.
Holy shit.
He did beat Jalen Hurts in college.
Does it ever bother you listening to talking or hearing about people that are so successful that are younger than you are?
A little bit.
It fucking irks my soul.
Like, son of a bitch, I'm a failure now.
I feel that way all the time, champ.
Here, Purdy didn't have the greatest game against the Cowboys. He had 214 yards passing 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. But against this, wait, yeah,
But 214 yards isn't bad.
no, against the Seahawks, on the other hand, he had 330 yards and 3 touchdowns. So, and that's just passing. I think he might have rushed for one too.
McCaffrey rushed for a touchdown against the Cowboys. George Kittle. Not a bad little game. Yeah. But even that, even him not throwing a touchdown isn't the worst thing in the world. You know what I mean?
No, I mean he protects the ball, and that's what you got to do sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes passive to victory is the best way to go.
He did rush in a touchdown against the Seahawks. All right. All right, we got 4 awards I want to talk about because the finalists have been announced for it.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about comeback player of the year, defensive player of the year, coach of the year, or MVP?
Buddy, this is my first season paying attention to stuff. So we're gonna save the one that I would have a relatively decent time at conversating about for the last. So let's start with comeback player of the year. We'll start with that because I didn't watch last year, so clearly I don't fucking know who's coming back.
Well, there's 3 players that are for the comeback player of the year.
Okay.
One was not injured last year, and that would be Geno Smith. Normally, comeback player of the year is somebody that came back from being injured.
Was he out? Did he sit? No contract?
He was just a backup.
So it's kind of like a most improved player then.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't recall him being injured last year at all. But let's see here. The other 2 are Christian McCaffrey and Saquon Barkley.
Ooh. Saquon played pretty well this year.
He did. Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey played pretty well too. He had his games, but everybody has their games. So I have to vote CMC in this scenario.
Especially since the Niner trade, the dude has been unstoppable.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, let's see here. He has 1,000. He has 1,000 carries on the year. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. That's a lie. That would be insane. I'm looking at the wrong numbers here. That's his career stats. See here, regular season. Okay, 85 carries. What the fuck am I looking at here?
I don't know.
Anyway. Okay. This is receiving for some reason. I'm looking, man. I'm trying to find his actual
do your thing
stats from this year. But yeah, Christian McCaffrey had a really good year. Saquon had a really good year. I personally would not vote for Geno Smith. That's just me.
So who are you going for? Saquon or McCaffrey?
I'm going McCaffrey. How about you?
McCaffrey. I've had to pay extra special attention to him because I drafted him in my first round pick of fantasy. But outside of that, he's doing it.
I don't know what the fuck's going on. Anyway.
Yeah. I'm going McCaffrey. You're going McCaffrey.
I'm going McCaffrey.
So we got defensive and then we got coach. Let's go right into coach because I don't know a goddamn thing about coaches.
The 3 that are up for it are Kyle Shanahan, 49ers head coach.
Ooh.
Doug Peterson, Jacksonville's head coach. And Brian Daboll, who is the Giants head coach.
Oh, tough one because the Giants came off to what was it, 5-0, 5-1, 6-1 start or some shit like that.
Something like that.
It was all coaching.
And I think they only won 3 games last year under their other head coach. The Giants have been really bad for a long time, winning like 3 or 4 games a year. In the first year, Brian Daboll comes in. basically has the same exact team as they had last year, and he takes them to the playoffs, and they win a playoff game. I know playoffs isn't technically supposed to be counted towards this, but like, dude, come on now.
Pretty good fucking first year.
Kyle Shanahan, I mean, he's winning games with a literal Mr. Irrelevant. Like, rookie quarterback that was picked at like 262, I think.
And what's
Like, that's
Peterson's
insane. Doug Peterson won the Super Bowl with the Eagles a few years ago.
Okay.
Got fired year before last. Took last year off. And he came back this year and took a team in the Jaguars that picked number 1 overall 2 years in a row and took them to the playoffs, and they won a playoff game. I mean, all 3 of these guys have a legitimate chance to win this.
I gotta go with the Giants head coach. Dayball, you said his name was?
Brian Daboll, yep.
Gotta go with the Giants on that one.
I believe he was the Bills' offensive coordinator last year. And when he got a hold of Josh Allen went from an okay quarterback to a freaking great quarterback. And he took a little bit of a step back this year. And Daniel Jones took a step forward this year with Daboll.
That says something.
Dude's a quarterback whisperer.
Okay.
Like I said, all 3 of these coaches are playing or have their teams playing crazy freaking good, or had.
Right.
I think all of them overachieved here. I think I'm going to go with Brian Daboll as well.
Purely because Doug Peterson had a good team in Jacksonville, or they had a good quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. They have some pretty good pieces too. And then Kyle Shanahan, you said it was the guy's name for 49ers?
Yeah.
You're right, Mr. Relevant. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he's been the coach the whole fucking season. Brock Purdy just got in there, I think you said earlier, 6 weeks, something like that.
Yeah, it was like 6 weeks
So
ago.
you still had Jimmy G. You still had a good he was good. I'm not quite sure who would be a better quarterback, seeing as how Purdy's playing the way he is.
Yeah, they're on their 3rd quarterback of the season.
But holding somebody like from Mr. Relevant and then giving the credit to the coaching staff, the kid's new. He's 23. They play 4 years in college. So can't really give that one to the coach, I don't think. So gotta go with Dayball.
Right. Yeah, I think Kyle Shanahan has been winning games for a long time with San Francisco with quarterbacks that are not fantastic. Jimmy G isn't great by any means, and from what we've seen from Trey Lance this year, didn't look good. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Trey Lance has to earn a job back from Purdy. That might be Purdy's job going into the next season.
Well, I'd be interested to see how that turns out, but I'm going Dayball. That's your vote too?
Yes, sir.
We got Dayball and McCaffrey.
Yes, sir.
Deep boy.
Yep, we got deep boy. Last year, TJ Watt won it. He had 22 and a half sacks and a bunch of other freaking stats. Like, I think he had 2 interceptions, multiple forced fumbles. Dude had a crazy year. The one that I think has the closest comparison this year to him is Nick Bosa. I guess I should tell you who's up for it.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Nick Bosa, Micah Parsons, and Chris Jones.
Yep, I have no idea who the fuck any of those guys are.
Jones plays for the Chiefs, Parsons plays for the Cowboys, and Bosa plays for the 49ers. I'm noticing a theme here. How about you?
49ers are fucking killing it. That's what I picked up on. And now imagine if they had a Jalen Hurts or Lamar Jackson or a star quarterback.
Right.
The whole season. They might be up there with the Eagles, buddy. I mean, they're not behind. They're a game behind, but I mean, as far as the opening undefeated streak.
I know what you mean. Well, this is Wikipedia. That's not going to do me any good. Don't trust Wikipedia, right, buddy?
Never. So I'm gonna have to follow your lead on Depoy purely because I don't know these guys.
I'm looking, man. I'm looking.
No, I know.
Bosa had 18 and a half sacks this year, 51 combined tackles, and 10 assisted tackles. Let's see. Bosa played out of his freaking mind this year. Micah Parsons is another really good player.
And I've heard that name for some reason.
Well, he's from Hershey.
Okay.
I believe he played at Penn State too.
That might be the reason I know his name.
Went to Harrisburg. Yeah. Harrisburg High School, Penn State University. It's probably a good reason. You've heard his name before. Not to mention he plays for the Cowboys and there's a lot of fucking Cowboys fans around here for some reason. I think it's just people that want to piss off Eagles fans. I think that's the only reason Cowboys fans are around here.
Probably. Everybody's got to find a reason to pick their team, though.
Right. Micah Parsons has 65 combined tackles, 23 assisted, and 13 and a half sacks. Really good season from him. I think he had a little bit better of a season last year, if I'm being completely honest. And Chris Jones. Chris Jones is a defensive lineman for the Chiefs. The other two are linebackers, so the stats might be a little bit different here. Chris Jones has no, get the hell out of here. Bad pop up. And for some reason, like a Google thing popped up in the corner. I'm gonna go to that. All right. Chris Jones had 44 combined tackles, 14 assisted, and 15 and a half sacks.
Okay, so who are you going with? Because like I said, I kind of got to follow lead on this one.
Personally, I think Nick Bosa had the best season.
So Nick Bosa it is.
You think Nick Bosa too?
Well, I don't fucking know any better, buddy.
All right, here's one that you might have some kind of say in. The MVP.
Tell Vontavious Porter.
Yeah, that guy. No. There are 4 players up for MVP, and if I'm being completely honest with you here, there's no way one of them is winning it because he is not a quarterback, and for some reason MVP has become a quarterback award. The 4 contestants, or the 4 people that are up for this award are Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and Justin Jefferson.
Where's Jalen Hurts?
He would probably be here if he was not injured at the end of the season.
Fair enough. So Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Justin Jefferson. What'd you say?
Mahomes.
Oh. That's fucking tough. I didn't really hear anything super crazy about Pat Mahomes this year. I mean, he had a couple great games. Justin Jefferson. Fuck, I can't remember the other 2. What the fuck, Tyler?
Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson. My boy
Oh,
is
Josh Allen.
here. You think Josh Allen?
I'm asking you. I
I
don't
do
know.
not
Joe
think
Burrow played pretty well this year.
Joe Burrow did play pretty damn well this
Justin
year.
Jefferson is the running back, wide receiver, one of the two.
Wide receiver. Mahomes threw for 5,000 yards this season, 41 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Not bad at all.
Hi, Chelsea.
Hey. Your dogs are trying to kill me.
Anyway, Josh Allen threw 35 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, and threw for 4,200 yards.
You said Pat Mahomes threw for 5,000?
Yes.
Okay.
And let me look up Joe Burrow's stats for you here. Burrow had
Justin Jefferson out.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think Jefferson had a fantastic freaking year. But like this award doesn't go to anybody besides quarterbacks, unfortunately. Let's see here. Burrow had a really good year too. He threw for 4,400 yards, almost 4,500, 35 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. Keep in mind how bad his week 1 was. Week 1, he threw 4 interceptions.
Ugh, that's tough to think of. I'm still gonna go Pat Mahomes just for sheer yardage. Over 5,000 yards. You're talking about almost. You said he's almost 4,500. Was
Burrow.
Burrow. So you're talking about at least 500 yards on the next best, on the next comer up. You know what I mean?
It was actually 700. Mahomes was at 5,200.
I thought you said just over 5,000. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a fucking lot.
Yeah, I think Mahomes played absolutely crazy this year. I know it's not all just about stats strictly, but
yeah, it is. Fuck that.
Yeah. And unfortunately, week 1 makes a big impact in like voters' minds and stuff. So I think they're gonna remember that week 1 from Joe Burrow, throwing 4 interception, and I think he fumbled once too.
I think they want to know. They want for an MVP. They want somebody that came out the gate well and kept that up. You know what I mean?
I think the only one that played consistently well all year long was Mahomes. Josh Allen had a real good stretch towards the beginning and middle of the season. He started to fall off towards the end there, and Burrow had a slow start. I think Mahomes had a pretty consistent year.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, personally, I think it's going to be Mahomes.
10 minutes. I think Mahomes too.
All right. This took longer than I expected. All right. Anyway. So, we're in agreement almost all the way around here. I think we are in agreement all the way around. We said Mahomes. We said CMC.
Dayball.
Said Brian Dayball. And we said Nick Bosa.
Well, I had to take Nick Bosa because I don't know any better.
I'm
not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying I didn't know any better. So,
out of all of these, I think we might have 2 right. Because honestly, they're all pretty close matchups. Like, I could see going to Mahomes. I could see going to Burrow. Comeback player of the year, I could see going to Christian McCaffrey or Saquon. Depoy, I could see it going to any of the 3 players, if I'm being honest. And same thing with Coach of the Year. All right, so how about those AFC and NFC championship games?
Pulling them up, Champeroonie.
All right.
You ready?
We have. Which one are you doing first?
We'll go Bengals, Chiefs. Take a look at that one.
All right. Bengals, Chiefs. I'm pretty sure Mahomes is 0-3 against the Bengals for some freaking crazy reason. Or maybe he just lost the last three. It's something like that. He's been struggling against the Bengals, and I think he might be a little bit pissed off about that. Might come out swinging here.
Yeah, so the Bengals broke up a 1, 2, 5, 5-game win streak. They lost the Bengals and then they went on another 5-game win streak. So I don't know what the fuck's going on there. But it's showing Bengals -1.
All right. I'm gonna take the Chiefs on this one. Chief. How about you, man?
I'm gonna go Bengals for part of the fact just to be a little bit different. The other piece, you just mentioned Mahomes losing a bunch to the Bengals, so I don't think that's gonna change just because you're in, the limelight type deal.
I think I'm just trying to will the Chiefs winning into existence because I cannot deal with Bengals being in the Super Bowl again. For obvious reasons.
Not
All
so
right,
obvious to me. I'm assuming they kicked your boys out of the playoffs.
No, they're just a division rival.
Oh, there you go. Now I know.
Yeah.
So I'm going Bengals. You're going Chiefs.
Yes, sir.
All right. Next up, we got the 14-3 Eagles versus the 13-4 49ers. Eagles -2.5. -2.5. How the fuck you want to phrase it?
Yeah, I got you. Personally, once again, we've gotten to the point in the season where I think I'm just wishing for things to happen because these teams are all four of these teams are really damn good. I'm gonna go with the 49ers on this one.
I am too. I really just want the 49ers to win. I love the Eagles. I love what they've been doing all year. I have Jalen Hurts. I have fuck's the other guy's name? Thank you. I was gonna say AJ Moore. I'm like, those are two different players.
You did that so many times.
It's fucking horrendous. DJ Brown, AJ Moore. It's fucking bad. But I really want the 49ers to win.
Are you thinking of AC Moore? Is that what's going on? Anyway.
No. I don't know what I'm thinking of anymore.
All right. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles won this game, but I am hoping the 49ers win it. It should be a pretty damn good game. Both of them should be. So your Super Bowl prediction is Niners Bengals. Mine is Chiefs Niners.
Here's the open we're at least right on the 49ers part of it.
Hopefully, man. Can't deal with these Eagles fans. Just messing around, guys. Just messing around. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that podcast. You want to close this out, T?
Yes, sir. Hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. If you did and you're watching on YouTube, hit that like button and subscribe. We're almost at 50 subscribers on YouTube. If you guys are listening on audio platform, want to tell your friends because we only got one guy listening. So, send that out to your buddies, text it out to your group chat. Leave us a 5-star rating. We'd very much appreciate it. Get at us on Instagram and TikTok. Link down in the description below. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace out.
Peace.